Good morning. I've already learned from the brief period of time that I've been doing the 5 minute commute that Saturday mornings, not a lot of people watch the videos. So I thought today would be a day that I would just talk about why I'm doing it, where I'm doing it, so on and so forth. We're going to start with who am I? Many of you already know, some of you don't. I was a radio professional for 23 years, 19 and almost 20 of which I was full-time. I was a radio DJ, but at the local radio DJ, they do all sorts of things. I definitely covered massive stories over my time in radio, including like 9/11, murders, tornadoes. Yes, I used to drive to the station as soon as there was a big news story. I would drive to the station when there was a big tornado. I can still remember the time that me and my wife were in a movie. We came out, the tornado alarms went off, and I had to go right to the station and go to work. So I did that for 23 years, if you count the part-time. And I also wrote for the newspaper for a brief period of time. So that is like my background. But for the last 10 years, I've been selling cars. And I just kind of wanted to get back. So why am I doing this? It's for me. And I know you're enjoying it, but it's for me. It kind of is feeding something, an itch that I had, something that I wanted to do that was... I just had this idea that was bothering me, right? That back in the day when we did a radio show, most of the content was just, like 5 minutes. And we would spread it out over an hour, and then we'd repeat it the next hour, and we would repeat it the next hour. Maybe we had the big news stories at the top and bottom of the hour, but that's not how people do things today. And I thought I could just do something they can watch when they have their time and put it all in a little quick 5 minute thing. Initially, I thought 10 minutes, but those shows never went 10 minutes. So then I went to 5 minutes. And if they wanted to go over, I just thought, well, I'll edit it. So where am I doing this show? I do this show in my basement. I have what my wife calls my man cave down here. It's not really a sports man cave, although I do have a TV and do watch sports stuff on it every once in a while. And I don't really have a finished basement. What we have is just an area that we've cleaned up in the basement. Behind me is actually a screen I put up. That's it. And behind it is a couch and a chair and a television and all that kind of stuff. And in front of me, I can't really turn the camera around, so I will film that and I'll put it right here. If you look, I've got a computer screen to my left, and that gives me some light. I have a computer screen to my right, and that gives me some light. I have some lights I used to paint by that I'm using over here as well. That kind of give a little glow, and I have some LEDs around. And I think it's just the perfect lighting by accident to do this. So that's what I'm sitting here with. You see the microphone in front of me. That's actually for voice work. I don't use it for the show. I just use my phone. That's it. So am I making any money? Somebody asked me this morning. The official answer is yes. But the real answer is, oh, heck no. No. So far, I get 30 cents to $1. The most I've gotten off of any show is $1.58 I got in one show. And the least I've gotten was 1 penny. 1 penny. And I haven't figured out how that works yet. But anywhere from 1 penny to $1.58 is what I'm getting. So definitely not doing this for the money. Would it be cool if like 1 million people were following me and watching the show and it wasn't $1.58, but 100 times that? Yeah, it would be cool. Is that going to happen? I don't know. And I'm not doing it for that reason anymore. I'm doing it because I'm having fun with it. Does that make sense? So where is the show going? I don't know yet. It will evolve. As I see things working certain ways. I've considered taking it down to a 3-minute commute because I see that most people make it to about 3 minutes at most. Very few make it to the 5-minute point. I'm considering doing away with that ending that is local stuff because nobody seems to watch that stuff. The national stuff, even though this is for local people, the national stuff and the big time stuff is what gets watched the most. So we may be doing that. Question of the day is going nowhere, though. I know that I'm going to keep that, is what I mean. Lots of you are enjoying that part of the show. And I'll tell you one thing that is interesting. I'm having so much fun, like learning all this technology, like being able to do that. I couldn't have done that a month ago. Could not have done that. And now it's like second nature to me. I can do just about anything on a phone, which is weird because I'm old, right? So anyway, enjoy your weekend. I'll be back with the show on Monday. Oh, and be kind to someone today, please.